in-person early voting turnout, which is unprecedented in Georgia history. As of Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. yesterday, voter turnout surpassed the 3.2 million mark and 3 million early voting, with 3,009,204 check-ins, shattering the previous early voting performance. If you look back in time on day 16 for early voting, in 2018 we had 1.3 million. 2020 we had 2.1 million. 2022, 1.7 million. So that kind of gives you an idea of where we are today. Record turnout. This will be my team's second presidential election. We have overseen thousands of elections since 2018, with thousands of elected officials successfully and wonderfully accepting their own wins, and tens of thousands of opponents gracefully conceding to those who have won. Kind of remind me of what I saw last night. My grandson was playing in the playoff game, second round. And that second round of baseball playoffs, all of a sudden, that last inning, all of a sudden went the other way. And my grandson's team came up short. And as soon as they came up short and they lost, I know that they were disappointed. But what they did, because both teams were good sportsmen, they lined up. And they did that passing of shaking each other's hand and said, "Congratulations, good game." I know my son and my daughter-in-law, they're proud to see that from their son. As a grandparent, I'm proud to see that. But just as an American, I think that's wonderful, because I think that's what America is gracefully accepting your win, but also gracefully accepting your losses. And I have no control over human behavior, but what I do and what I will make sure, and what I have made sure since 2018, that I will hold both parties accountable to you, the voters of Georgia. And I stand ready to defend the results of the election with election officials all across the states. We will do our job. Georgia voters also know that we've made it easy to cast a ballot, because I've been traveling the state and I've been watching early voting. In fact, I early voted on day 2. We know it's easy to cast a ballot, and we know it's hard to cheat. It's really as simple as that. Over the last few years, we have worked tirelessly to prepare for this election by adding early voting days and investing in infrastructure, creating more security and more voter convenience. But then you think, only to be rewarded with the lies about Jim Crow 2.0, and we lost an all-star game. Frustratingly, recently a candidate repeated that lie, that we will lock up people and give water to voters waiting in line to vote. That's a lie, because we don't have any lines in Georgia. It's just cheap politics. Now, there are some reports of voters waiting in line for more than 30 minutes at a few popular voting locations. But during early voting, you can vote in any of your county precincts that are open on early voting. On day 2, Trish and I, we went to a North Fulton library. We looked at the line. It looked like a 30-minute line, but actually I think it's probably a 20-minute line, because we've done such a great job with our electronic poll pads of moving people through the lines. So what we did is we went to another library, voted in 7 minutes, and that's what you can do, in and out the door, and it's quick. So what we're seeing right now is statewide, you have to wait for as much as 3 minutes to check in to vote. For me, it was under a minute. No special treatment. That's what they're running through at that precinct, but also that's what they're running through in Paulding, where I was at yesterday, Coweta, and the day before in Jones County. People are moving through those lines very quickly. And I'm just so proud of the work that our counties have done, and so proud of my election team and what they've done. And nobody's getting put in jail, nobody's getting arrested, because there are no more lines. I made sure that one of the things that we put into state law was that lines on election day have to be shorter than 1 hour. And we've also then just didn't put it into state law, we actually worked with the counties, giving them some metrics. This is how many voters you have, this is how many voting machines you have, and then you're going to get graded on that: green light, yellow light, and also red light. We worked with the counties, and the counties have done a great job. In 2022, the average wait time was 2 minutes. 2022, the fall of 2020, when we started monitoring this, it was 3 minutes. And we'll see what it is next week, but we know that we're going to work on making sure that lines stay under 1 hour. Yes, there'll be maybe a few precincts that'll be 50 minutes at those little moments, but it's really important because we think the voter should always come first, and the voter experience is really important. Everything that we have done for elections have been to improve ballot security, transparency, accuracy, and trust, and improve the voter experience for short lines and quick results. Simply put, I have put voters first, and that really matters to me. Their vote matters, but so do they. But also when we do that, we build confidence. And by building confidence, we build trust. And trust is today's modern day gold standard. We're battle tested, we're ready, and we're delivering a convenient voter experience despite everything that some people might say.